Hey everyone, I'm Said and welcome back. Now that we know what an exponential function is, let us learn the most important properties of exponents. These properties help us simplify exponential expressions quickly and correctly. But remember that for an exponential function f of x equals a to the power of x, the base a must be positive and a cannot be equal to 1. In the following examples, we will assume that all variables represent all real numbers. Right? Property 1. Product of powers rule. A to the power of m times a to the power of n equals a to the power of m plus n. Means when we multiply powers with the same base, we add the exponents. For example, 2 cubed times 2 to the power of 4 equals 2 to the power of 3 plus 4 is 7. Or 5 to the power of x times 5 squared equals 5 to the power of x plus 2. Or e to the power of 3t times e to the power of t equals e to the power of 3t plus t is 4t. Property 2. Quotient of powers rule. A to the power of m over a to the power of n equals a to the power of m minus n. Means when we divide powers with the same base, we subtract the exponents. For example, 3 to the power of 7 over 3 squared equals 3 to the power of 7 minus 2 is 5 equals 243. Right? Or 10 to the power of x over 10 to the power of 4 equals 10 to the power of x minus 4. X minus 4. Or e to the power of 5x over e to the power of 2x equals e to the power of 5x minus 2x is 3x. Number 3. Power of a power rule. A to the power of m to the power of n equals a to the power of m times n. Means a power is raised to another power. We multiply the exponents. For example, a to the power of 3 to the power of 4 equals a to the power of 3 times 4 equals 12. Or 5 to the power of x to the power of 3 equals 5 to the power of 3x. Or e to the power of 2t to the power of 5 equals e to the power of 2t times 5 equals 10t. Number 4. Power of a product rule. A times b to the power of n equals a to the power of n times b to the power of n. For example, 2 times 5 cubed equals 2 cubed times 5 cubed equals 2 cubed is 8 times 5 cubed is 125 equals 1000, right? Or 3x cubed equals 3 cubed times x cubed equals 27x cubed. Or 2 times e to the power of x cubed equals 2 cubed times e to the power of x cubed equals 2 cubed is 8 times e to the power of x times 3 or 3x. Number 5. A to the power of 0 is 1. Means any non-zero number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. For example, 2 times 5 to the power of 0 is 1. 3x to the power of 0 is 1. 2 times e to the x to the power of 0 is 1. This is an especially important fact in calculus. Next property is negative exponents rule. Means a to the power of negative n equals 1 over a to the power of n. So a negative exponent means that we take the reciprocal. For example, 2 to the power of negative 3 equals 1 over 2 cubed equals 1 over 8, or 10 to the power of negative 2 equals 1 over 10 to the power of 2 equals 1 over 100, or e to the power of negative x equals 1 over e to the positive x. Next property is fractional exponents rule, means a to the power of 1 over n equals the nth root of a, and general fractional exponents is a to the power of m over n equals the nth root of a to the power of m, means the denominator tells us which root to take and the numerator tells us which power to use, right? For example, 16 to the power of 1/2 equals the square root of 16 equals 4, right? Or 27 to the power of 1 over 3 equals the cube root of 27 equals 3. Or x to the power of 3 over 2 equals the cube root of x squared, or 8 to the power of 2 over 3 equals the cube root of 8 squared, or 8 times 8 equals the cube root of 8 is 2 times 2 equals 4. 16 to the power of 3 over 4 equals the fourth root of 16 to the power of 3, or 16 times 16 times 16 equals the fourth power of 16 equals 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8.